welcome back to the channel. So, got this big old box here, and I've been waiting for this one. I've been wanting this one for a while. So my alternator went out on useless. There's useless. My alternator went out, caught fire while I was at the tire shop. Took a little kid for a ride and saw the smoke, and no bueno. So I called up Boyce Equipment, which is what I do because they get me all my parts. I'm gonna set this thing down somewhere. That's because I gotta open the garage. So I called up Boyce Equipment and I said, Dallas, my alternator, it's toast. He said, yeah, that's what happens. He said, that's typical for the military version. He said, but what I can offer you is a new and improved, turn on some lights, new and improved version that we sell that will last you longer, be a much better alternator for you for a truck that you plan on driving daily. Now, when I say driving daily, I don't mean driving to work. It's not my plan. I'm not driving. I might drive it to work. Who knows? I do about 200 miles a day hitting job sites. But definitely want to drive this thing every day after work because I really like driving that beautiful bitch. So let's get the lawnmower moved out of the way. Get this thing fired up. Hasn't run in probably 2 weeks. And let's get it pulled up here to the garage, pop the hood, and see if we can't fix it. This could be fun. Let's see what Boyce sent me today. What is it? Did Boyce Equipment send me face masks? That's awesome. You know, I might just wear a face mask now that it came from Boyce Equipment. So, just opening the box. Say, this is what I love about these guys. Alright, obviously I've never done this before, so he sent me pictures of one they already installed on another one of their trucks. How many supply companies do that? Now, I'm sure there's instructions in here. We're going to dig deeper. But the fact that he took the time to send me pictures from one that they already did, that means a lot. Hey, Bailey. Oh, wow. So, I had talked to Boyce about wanting to upgrade all my lights to LED, and it's another reason why I love this company. Now, I'm not just praising them because they offered to sponsor me. I'm praising them because their customer service is by far one of the greatest. You know, between them and Yeti Coolers and South Bend Clutch, I tell you, phenomenal customer service. So I know I have to upgrade my brackets to hold this new upgraded alternator, which is probably in here somewhere. There she is. Look at that. That's the new one. from installing this kit, try to get in the frame here. So from installing this kit, super easy. I mean, the brackets that are supplied with this alternator, dead on. You know how sometimes when you're, putting aftermarket parts on, you got to tweak little things. I mean, this really bolted up perfectly. I'm impressed. The only thing I have to do now, I'm gonna make sure everything is tightened down, run through every bolt again. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts once it's all said and done, because the mounting hardware needed to be bumped out just a hair. So I'm going to run through, make sure everything's nice and tight, reinstall the belt, and I've got some wires I need to repair from the alternator fire. So I'm going to run out to the parts store, get some new ends, some nice heavier duty ends. Not sure where I'm going to get those yet, but I want to get something nice, weatherproof, and make sure everything's good. I'm noticing a little bit of corrosion on the back of the alternator, below the fire, obviously. So yeah, so let me get this thing buttoned up. Let's see what happens. When you're doing this alternator, you're going to have two extra wires. It's number 566 and 568. They should be marked with a little metal tab on the wire. One of those is for diagnostic, and one of those is to actually turn the alternator on with the stock alternator. With the aftermarket alternator, you don't need either one of those wires, so there's no need to connect those to the smaller terminals on the back of the alternator. I did have to call Boyce Equipment to verify that, but I had looked up some forums beforehand, and that's what I had read there as well. But as always, I call, they answer my questions, and very quickly as well. They never seem aggravated, they're just on it. Those guys are great. So if you're interested in upgrading your alternator on your military vehicle, and they deal with several different types, mine is a M923A2. That's a 1990. Someone pointed that out to me, that I had mentioned that it was a 1980. It's actually a 1990. And if you want to upgrade your alternator, give Boyce Equipment a call. They'll get it right out to you. I had mine here, and I think it was here 4 days. Super excited. Now, I'm going to crank this thing up, make sure it's charging, and then I'm going to replace my lights.